Hi guys! Today we're going to talk about multiplying and dividing decimals. When multiplying, the number of decimals in the problem is the number of decimals in the answer. So if I have a problem like this, I have 3 decimal places in this number, I have 1 decimal place in this number, so in my final answer I'm going to have 4 decimal places. Past that, treat it like any normal number and multiply like you normally would. So let's look at this first problem. I have 4 3/10 times 8 2/10. I'm going to pretend like the decimal isn't there. Don't get rid of it. Just pretend like it isn't there. And do 43 times 82. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. Now I'm moving over to the 8 to multiply, so I need to put a 0 down in my ones place because 8 is in the tens place. 8 times 3 is 24. Carry 2. 8 times 4 is 32. Plus 2 is 34. Now add. I get 6, 12, 5, and 3. There are 2 decimal places in my problem, so I will have 2 decimal places in my answer. My answer is 35 26 hundredths. In question number 2, I have 4 times 9 6/10. Well, again, don't have to add up your or line up your dots here. So 6 times 4 is 24. Carry 2. 4 times 9 is 36. Plus 2 is 38. I only have 1 decimal place in my problem, so I only have 1 decimal place in my answer. My answer is 38 4/10. With dividing, you're going to move the decimal straight up, which means wherever it is inside the house, you move it straight up. Now here's the thing, this little number outside of my house, I can't have a decimal out there. So if I move the decimal over on the outside, I also have to move it over on the inside. Let's take a look at what that looks like. In this first example, I have 10 8/10 divided by 1 2/10. So come over here to the side, 10 8/10 divided by 1 2/10. Well, again, I can't have a decimal place on the outside of my house, so I'm going to move it over once. But if I move it once on the outside, I have to move it on the inside, and then move that decimal point straight up. So now I actually have 108 divided by 12 is my new problem. 108 divided by 12 is going to go in 9 times. 9 times 12 is 108. So in this particular case, my final answer is 9. In the second problem, you have 14 4/10 divided by 24. So 14 4/10 divided by 24. Well, that decimal point needs to go straight up. I have no decimals on the outside of my house, so I just go straight up, leave it alone. Now, I know 12 goes into 144 12 times, but this time we're talking about 24. Well, 24 is twice 12, so let's go with half of that. 6 times 4 is 24. Carry 2. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14. So my answer is 0 6/10. The only other thing you're going to have to look for today is positive and negatives as well. Remember, when multiplying and dividing, if you have same signs, you get a positive answer. If you have different signs, you get a negative answer.